Guys, I'm trying to do a book review. Kids. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Erin's Book Club. I'm sorry about all of this, but it's late at night and I just finished a book that I would like to talk about. So the book review I have to do today is Warriors, Dawn of the Clans, Thunder Rising. Now, it's one of my favorite covers. It's the style of cover where the backs actually make a scene if you collect all of the series. So first and foremost, these books do something to me. I don't know what it is. I enjoy reading them, but they always tend to break my heart because this author tends to like to torture and kill the characters, and it's the ones that you fall in love with that she tends to want to kill right away. So anything that you get attached to, you kind of read standing back knowing that you can't get too attached, and yet you still do. So this is the continuing story of the cats that started out in the mountains. They were moving down and forming the clans of the cats that we now know and read about. And it's an interesting dynamic, how the grief of losing multiple people changes you as an individual. The main enemy or villain of the piece is so well written in that, yes, he's doing things that are inexcusable, and if you stand back and look at it, it looks horrible and cruel. But if you're in his group of cats, it almost seems normal and to be expected and explainable behavior. Whereas if you looked back, it was pretty hideous what's going on. And the similarities of that to real life, just following orders, just doing my job, is done really well. Satchel, honey, I'm trying to do a book review. So it brings it out really well about how us as humans can do incredibly cruel things based on the pretext of I'm following orders. So let me read the back of it for you. Okay. You will make things right when the time comes. I know you will. Tensions between the cats from the mountains are rising. The once united group has split in two. Caught in the middle is a young cat named Thunder, who will soon be forced to decide between the bonds of loyalty and the ties of blood, which I think is the perfect synopsis of a book. It doesn't tell you much. It gives you a hint, gives you a taste of what's going on, but it doesn't tell you much. And again, the book is so easy and quick to follow, and I enjoy it so much. And then at the end, they give you a bonus story as to how one of the other characters got their name. So that made it interesting. The entire story, again, this isn't spoiler free, so I'm going to go into spoiler territory, but the entire story just stuck with me wrong. It was not wrong, but just stuck with me. It was a lot of good versus evil, and even the one that you considered the good tribe isn't necessarily the perfect place to live. There isn't leadership, there isn't organization. Dangers come and they're not really prepared for it. Yes, they take on the weaker and make the weak part of their members, but at the same time, they don't have the strength that the other tribe does. Now, the other tribe has gone to the other extreme. They patrol their borders. They're teaching fighting right away. Any useless or perceived useless animal is thrown out to die in the elements. The leader of the group is treated different than everybody else, to the point where I think if the leader of the group was injured, he wouldn't be expected to leave. It's an interesting dynamic and an interesting study on the social behavior done through a child's, I guess it's a young adult, well, maybe not young adults, but through juvenile writing. And juvenile in that it's meant for juvenile folks, not that it's written poorly. Just you open up a lot of questions and dynamics, and it's done really well. But again, as I said, these books do something for me, and this one really has. I will let you know when I have another book read. Thanks, guys.